Kirbo's scanner hummed against the soft blue fabric encasing the human infant. The device chirped an alert. Anomalous dermal integration detected. Vital signs spike without sheath. The nursery observation port fog from Kirvol's anxious breaths. Milo Ward lay swaddled in his crib, eyes half closed in what humans called sleep. But the scanner light. No human adult wore such wraps. Only infants. Critical. Kirvol tapped the comm panel. Nursery Liaison to Station Director, Rex. Priority quarantine on human family quarter. Infant Milo requires immediate protective sheathing. Failure risks dermal collapse. Harak's voice crackled back, spines rattling through the audio. Quarantine. We have diplomats. Inbound. Explain. Scans confirm. The fabric regulates core temperature, filters particulates, supports epidermal integrity. Without it, Milo exposes raw skin to station air. Lethal. Silence stretched. Then hold O-axis. Procure sheathing standards. No incidents. Carbol. Sealed the bulk. Red lights pulsed along the corridor. Station protocols locked. No entry without biomatches. Kirvol retreated to the adjacent lab, holopad streaming nursery feeds. Observation only. Document everything. Tessa Ward entered the frame. Milo's mother. She scooped the infant from his crib with efficient grace. No gloves. No decon spray. Whose hands? Kirbo! Some at the feet. Tessa unfastened the pajamas, snaps popping like precise mechanisms. She peeled the fabric away, exposing Milo's pink skin to open air. No alarms from the infant. No convulsions. Look. Caretaker initiatives. Sheath removal. Kirvol murmured into the recorder. Possible diagnostic phase. Tessa wiped Milo with a damp cloth. Gentle strokes. She coded words. Soft, rhythmic. Milo gurgled, kicking tiny feet, unharmed. Kirbol's mandibles clicked. Impossibly. Station air carried microbes lethal to unshielded young. Tessa lifted a fresh set of pijamas from a bag. White cotton, patterned with stars. She threaded Milo's legs in, zipped the front, secured him back in the crib, planted a kiss on his forehead. Ritualize resheathing complete. Kirbo deuterate. 2 minutes, essential medical procedure. The quarantine held for 6 cycles. Kirbo compiled data, fabric composition, cellulose weave, synthetic blends, breathable, insulating. No powered elements, yet vital. Station, fabrication, base churned. Engineers replicated samples from smuggled fibers. Hacks demanded perfection. Match human specs. No variances. Lawsuits from Earth Embassy kill us all. Irbol drafted the advisory. Station-wide bulletin. Human infants mandate to continuous, full-body wraps. Deviations risk. Biological failure. Distributed prototypes to all cross-species nurseries. It beamed out. Alarms pingetting every sector. Nim darted into Kirvol's lab unannounced. The young station native, 8 cycles old. All tentacles and curiosity waved a holopad. Kirvol, the bulletin. He need wraps too. Kirvol's eyes narrowed. Nim's skin gleamed healthy, scaled, and self-sealing. No need. Why? Kirvol demanded. Nim puffed her chest frill. Humans wear them. Milo does. I watched feeds. It's protocol without dermal collapse. She mimicked Milo's kick. Gotta have. Station chatter exploded. Nin's cohort demanded sheaths. Parents panicked. Our young copy humans. What if they refuse food without wraps? Frax commented in. Liaison. Your advisory sparked chaos. Nims in fabrication. Demanding custom prints. Estas? Vehicles? Shut it down. Kirvol gripped the console. Goal, enforce human protocols. Conflict. Station young, adopting them. Outcome? Director, observe. Kirvol patched the nursery feed. Tessa Ward appeared at the quarantine airlock. She pressed a human-style intercom. Hello? Anyone there? Milo needs a walk. Es fussy, Kirvol answered. Quarantine active doc word. Sheathing protocols. Tessa's face filled the screen. Practical eyes, no fear. Pijamas? Those are just sleepers. Milo wears them at night. Keeps him cozy. Kirvol frost. Scans indicate life support. Tessa laughed, a short warm burst. They're clothes, comfort, not armor. Let me show you. Hacks overrode. Negative risk assessment. Director, Tessa Cuttin. Scan my notes. I uploaded textile specs. Breathable cotton. No beyond need. Cultural. Kerbal cross-checked. Data match. Pijamas optional. Routine. Budnim banged on the lab door. Kerbal! My sheath's ready! Watch! The child burst in. Clad in a baggy prototype, white fabric draped her tentacles, bunching at joints. She spun. See, protocol. Milo style, name toddle to the observation port, mimics Tessa's co. Tripped on hams, fell, laughing. Kirivol's spine softened. Neem beamed, happy, copied perfectly. Station feats, leap up. Young ones everywhere don mock pijamas. Play turn to policy debate. Growled. Liaison, fix this. No lawsuits. No offended humans. Kirball approached the airlock. Unsealed it manually. Risky. Protocols be damned. Tessa waited with Milo in arms. Infant clutched a toy shuttle. Calmais, met Kirballs. Ward, Kirball said. Clarify sheathing. Tessa smiled. Pijamas for sleep. Deepiers for waist. Clothes optional otherwise. Milo likes the snug feel. She knelt. Unzip. Milo stop. Exposed belly. No collapse. Hushed a burp. Kirball scan live. Normas. Ip. Nin squeezed past. Me too. Snug. Tessa eyed the oversized wrap. Too big, kiddo. You'll trip. She pulled the spare from her bag. Human infant size. Soft yellow. Here. Try this. Nim snatched it, draped it like a cape. Drilled. Not right, Tessa said. She grabbed fabric scraps from her engineer kit. Scissors snipped. Needless flashed. In minutes, she tailored a fitted best. And tackless lids snaps for easy on off. Nim done did it. You get Tessa's leg. Perfecte. Woman care. Kirball logged furiously. Woman adaptability. Compassion in action. Hacks arrived. Spines flared. What's this? Unauthorized contact? Tessa stood. Director, your team's brilliant at bioscans. We're good at fabrics. Let's collaborate. Design station kid sleepers. Safe play. Brax posed. Aid Nim now chasing Milo's shuttle in perfect sync. No trips. Hoy irradiated. Data? Harax Askirvol. Vital stable. Cross-adoption boosts morale 27%. No risks. Bros nodded. Proceed. Bulletin. Update. Optional cultural exchange gear. Word spread. Fabrication base shifted. Tessa consulted. Humans taught weave patterns. Aliens optimized for scale. Irbol watched Milo and Nin nap side by side. Pajama-clad duo. One biological quirk mistaken for necessity. Now bridge. But Milo's eyes opened. He reached for Nin's tentacle. Giggled. Kirvol's scanner pinged again. New anomaly, interspecies bonding hormone surge. What else had they misread? Director Hack's spines rattled against his carapace as he stopped the comm panel. Breach. Now, we have a potential biocontainment breach. Kirball dropped his stylus. It clattered across the lab deck. He snatched the scanner and bolted from the xenobiology suite. Corridors blurred past, technicians scattered. Hack's voice echoed in his implant. Human infant protocols. Confirm or quarantine. Kiriball's tentacles gripped the lift controls. Had beat Trump. Humans baffled him. Dr. Tessa Ward claimed their Yan needed no special atmospheres or nutrient feeds. Jet station logs showed Milo Ward swaddled constantly. Biological imperative or cultural? Kirvo documented actions, not words. Proof first. The bridge doors hissed open. Hacks loomed at the central holodisplay, mandibles clicking, station director's uniform strained over his bulk. Nursery feed flagged it. Human infant stripped. Wrapped, repeated. Caretaker insists. Quotes, skin, breathability hazard, explain. Kirvo synced his scanner. Director, initial surveys noted thermal regulation via fabric layers, possibly dermosensitivity, no vocal confirmation from Ward. I observed nothing. Rack's eye stalks swiveled. Panic ripples. Nursery staff demands wraps for all soft skins. Prevent spread. Show me live data. Kirval nodded. Human quarters, follow. They raced through secure transit tubes. Backs grumbled, protocols, Kier vol locked en route. Administrative response time, 4.2 minutes post-flag. Efficient. Risk averse. Classic hacks. Human quarters bulkhead parted. Soft lighting spilled out, no steroid whites. Tessa Ward knelt on the padded floor, Milo supine on a changing mat. The infant code, tiny fists waving. Tessa held a fresh onesie, pale blue, snaps gleaming. Kier vol activated full spectrum record. Hacks froze in the entryway. Spinous rigid. Tessa's nip tacks with precision shears. Metal flashed. Fabric scraps fluttered. She inspected seams, fingers probing threads like a hull integrity scan. No irritanskido. Mama's got you. Milo kicked legs, bare for seconds. Air hummed with humidifier mist. She unfolded the garment. Slid it over his torso. Snapped seams. Tucked cuffs over feet. Wrapped a light blanket atop. Milo gurgled approval. Herak hissed. See? Mandatory layering. Dermal exposure triggers distress protocols. Station-wide advisory. Tessa glanced up. Eyes sharp. Director. Kirbol. Laundry cycle. Milo's fine bear for checks. Prevents rashes. Rashes. Mandibles parted. Unifended pathology. Interim rule. All human infants remain fully covered. No exceptions. Broadcast now. Bickerbol's scanner pinged. Milo's vitals stable. No thermal spikes. But Rax tapped his comm. Station-wide, Bulletin 47B, Human Juvenile Containment, full dermal coverage mandatory. Violation risks, biohazard escalation, compliance immediate. Tessa scooped Milo, rocked him. That's thorough. El overheat in station ambient without vents. Or isolate. Stormed out, spine scrapping frame. Kirbol lingered, locked Tessa's calm. Human adaptability. No panic. Dr. Ward, fabric specs. She bounced Milo, cotton blend, breath deeble. Custom for his skin pH. The smile tuggered lips. Your nurseries use gels. Ours thread. Erasbor's tentacles curled. Fascinating. Aliens excelled at bioscans. Humans engineer barriers. Collaboration potential. Alarms whooped softly. Station nets lit with queries. Kier ball checked feeds. Nursery bays scrambled. Caretakers draped juveniles in emergency sheets. Chaos brewed. He slipped into the viewing corridor. Transparent walls separated human quarters from observation deck. Tessa now sorted laundry. Whir of sonic washer filled air. Milanap, swaddle-tied, footsteps pattered. Nin darted from a vent grate. Station native, H-equivalent, 5 cycles. Tentacles trailed, eyes wide on Tessa's routine. Nim. Kirbol whispered. Restricted. Nimek ignored. Press it to glass. Watch Tessa for onesies. Stack neat. Mimiked. Grab down tunic. Yank it out. Wrap it extra. Scarf around torso. Full coverage. Triptorem. Fat down. Kirbol lungeth. Scoop nim. Unsafe emulation. Nim beamed. Human rule. Cover safe. Tentacles flailed. Scarefragging. Corridor filled. Technicians gouged. Nims, peers clustered. Me too. One snatched thermal blanket. Drap itself. Another piled towels. Station juvenilis now mummified. Play halted. Whimpers rose. Kirvol's comm exploded. Liaison. Juveniles overheating. Coverage breach. Crack's voice cut in. Kirbol, prevert bulletin. Must unwind. No los oats. Kirbol set Nim down. Unraveled scarf. Director, observe. A patch feet to bridge. Tessa noticed Nim through glass. Paused. Grab scraps from her kit. Scissors snipped. Needles darted. Minutos later, she pressed a panel. Dispense a small vest. Tailor. Tentacles. Slits. Breathable weave. Human size for Nim. She knelt at glass. Edit out. Try this, little one. Nim snatched, draped, twirled. Perfect fit. You get glass. Human care. Curveball locked. Cross-species adaptation. Time, 7 minutes. Rax burst onto corridor deck. A-stocks locked on Nim. Unauthorized contact. Tessa stood beyond glass. Milo and hip, still covered per rule. Director, Your bioscans are gold. Our textiles fill gaps. Let me design for you kids. Safe. Escalable. Peers clamored. Best. Best. Hrax paused. Ave nin chase Milos toy shuttle, not trips. Laughter echoed. Data? Harax demanded. Kirvol synced scanner. Vitals optimal. Morale spike 27%. Bonding markers elevated. No risks. Rax tapped com. Bolton update. Optional cultural exchange gear. Fabrication base. Retool. Forward specs. Proceed. Ward rocketed. Base hummed. Aliens fed Tessa with algorithms. She tweaked patterns. Humans taught snap mechanisms. Aliens scaled for tentacles. Kirball watched from nursery overlook. Milo and Nim napped side by side. Bahama plath. One quirk. Human clothing mistaken for mandate. No breach. But Milo's eyes fluttered open. Reach for Nim's tentacle. Giggled. Scanner pinged. Interespecies harmonisurge. Kirvol's tentacles stilled. What else hid in plain fabric? Station hummed louder. A juvenile tugged Kirvol's limb. Liaison, teach human fold. A note demonstrated Tessa's stack. Juveniles copied. Precise. Nim led, best, gleaming. Tessa entered nursery proper. Cleared protocols. Carried Milo. Laundry lesson. Juveniles swarmed. Tentacles grabbed onesies. Sonic washers whirred. Hacks monitored from console. Spines relaxed. Efficiency up 14%. Incidents 0. Kirball nodded. Humans turned routine to ritual. Laundry, a station regulation in under an hour. Now evolution, but Nin yawned. Snuggled Milo. Blanket shared. Scanner trilled again. Synced sleep cycles. Uncharted. Kirball adjusted lenses. Humans didn't conquer. They clothe the gaps. Director Hacks combusteno. Kirball. Adult human protocols. Wart mentioned rashes. Full survey. Now. Kirball's spine stingled. The bridge widened. Tessa ummed a tune. Folded another batch. Juveniles echoed notes. Station sang human. What biological secrets lurked in threads? In the human quarters. Tessa checked Milo's seams once more, snipped a loose thread. Milo sighed content. Beyond glass, Nin drape a cape vest, twirled for peers. Human perfect. Kirvo recorded it all. One small wrap, worlds entwined. But the hormone surge spiked. Milo gripped Nim's tentacle, held fast. Give. Volfros, bonding, or something deeper. Human compassion. Rewired more than fabric. A larynx stayed silent. For now. Hack's voice crackled. Liaison. Quarters. New anomaly. Kirball, move it. Scanner hot in grip. The scramble continued. Nim's tentacles fumbled the sonic needle. Foam threads littered the supply closet floor. The juvenile alien squeezed into the makeshift onesie, a bulging sack of packing material stitched with hasty barbs. Human perfect. Nim chirped, twirling. Heat vents hummed nearby. Kirvo's lenses snapped wide. Off! Now! Kirvol lungage. Tentacles wrapped Nim's midsection. The foam suit peeled away with a sticky rip. Nim yelped, tumbling into a crate of nutrient gels. Stem rose from the juvenile's skin. Overheat warning flashing on Kirvol's wrist scanner. Station. Air recyclers pushed 28 degrees core. Foam trapped it all. Kirvol yanked an emergency coolant patch from the wall. Slept it on Nim's flank. Hiss of vapor. Nim panted, eyes glassing. But Milo wears. Sleep safe. Curable spines bristled. Human infant clothing. Not optional. Biologica imperative. Scans from nursery showed Milo in pajamas during rest cycles. No rashes. Synced vitals with Nim. Director Harax demanded full survey. This confirmation. Or catastrophe. Footsteps echoed. Tessa Ward burst through the hatch, Milo strapped to her chest in a fresh onesie. Kirball? Harax comedme. What's the anomaly? Her eyes locked on the foam pile. Practical hands already scoop shreds. Analyze texture. Packing foam? Nim, honey, that's not breathable. Nin perk, coolant patch, bubbling. Make human suit. Copy Milo. Tessanel tested foam between fingers. Crumpled it. Too insulating. Jude Bake, she unstrapped Milo, handed him a soft scrap. Baby gripped it. Cooed, Tessa's gaze flicked to Kier Vol. Pijamas aren't armor, therefore comfort. Wicks moisture, regulates temp. Kier Vol's scanner wearied, locked on the human fabric bundle nearby. Laundry from earlier lesson. Pijamas set, pale blue, microfibers gleaming. Demonstrate. Now. Goal. Verify claims. Conflict. Untested. On station biology. Nim overheated. Prove it. Risks. Tessa nodded. No hesitation. Spread. Pajama fabric on the testing pad. Plugged in Kirvol's portable analyzer. 8. Permeability first. Station atmosphere surged through vents, humid, lathe with argon trace. Fabric fluttered. Scanner beep green. 92% breathable. Better than Nim's dermal weave. Moisture. Tessa spritzed nutrient hell mimic. Fabric wicked away. No clumping. Nim leaned in, tentacles twitching. Feel. Dree fast. Kirball propped. Cool. Dry. His own skin tingled. Less irritation than standard wraps. Skin safe? He activated dermal probe. Pijamas against Nim's flank. No rash markers. Hormonic level stabilized. Overheat reversed in 40 seconds. Tessa folded arms. Cotton blend. Hypoallergenic. Milos had zero issues here. Milo babbled, grabbing Kirbol's tentacle. Pulled it toward the fabric. Human infant. Calm amid chaos. Resiliente. Kirballs. Lenses. Cycled data. Pijamas. Solved 3 creases. Nim's mimicry drive. Rash protocols from human laundry mentions. Interspecies bonding friction. Juveniles copied humans at 200% speed. Unclothed Nim risked station-wide foam braids. Clothed. Harmony. Director. Kirball tabbed calm. Priority request. Manufacturing slot. Human textile replication. Rack's voice crackled. Spin tight in audio feed. Liaison. Explain foin incident. No lawsuits. Contained Girval ait Tessa. She already sketched adjustments on her pad. Tentacle slits, station-grade seams. Human engineer adapts. Pijamas bridge, dermal gaps. Efficiency, projected 27% juvenile cam up. Silence. Then, approved. 08005 cycle, monitor ward. No more closets. Hatch sealed. Tessa scoop Nim. Drape a spare blanket. Human weave. Try this first. Light layer. Nim snuggled. Sighed. Milo mirrored. Head on Nim's shoulder. Dual heartbeats sank. Scarnet trilled. Uncharted harmony. Kier Vol. Recorded. Humans didn't dictate. They engineer solutions. Tessa ummet that folding tune. Juveniles echoed from vents. Station adapted. But Milo's grip tightened on Nim. Hormone spike again. Kier Vol's probe warmed. Deeper than fabric? Tessa glanced up. Rash from friction, right? Your kids shed scales in dry air. She pulled thread samples. I'll tweak for that. Kirball froze, she observed. Documented without the scanners. Like him, but intuitive. How now? Watch what you do. Tessa winked. Milo yawned. Nim copied. Blanket shared. Not what you say. Data flooded. Human compassion. Rewire protocols. Kier Vol. Adjusted lenses. Bridge strengthened. Hours ticked. Fat Bay hummed at 0400. Early slot bartered. Tessa at consoles. Directed drones. Long speed 1.2. Slit pattern alpha. Kier Vol supervised. Nim perched on crate, helping. Milo in carrier, gnawing scene sample. First prototype ejected. Pale green onesie. Tentacle friendly. Nim dove in. Zipped up. Twirled. Noise team. Vital's flatline stable. Test cohort. Kier Vol herded 3 juveniles. They donned sets. Frolic. No overheating. Scales gleamed. Moisture balanced. Bitch nodded. Batch 50. Hacks arrived. Inspected. Spines ease. Incidents 0. Bonding metrics. Aporphyry. Sour 1%. Kier Vol displayed hollow. Nim and Milo. Center intertwined. Pijamas mandatory nursery gear. Harax granted approval. Expand. Adult trials? Tessa paused. Custom fits. Give me scans. Collaboration sealed. No dominance. Humans clothed gaps. Aliens provided base. Nim tugged. Kirvol's best. You where? Kirvol hesitated. Scanner on self. Prototype draptet. Cool. Eficiente. Trial 1. Station sang with worse. Threats bound whirls. Boot console pinged. Quarantine alert. Human quarters. Milos 1C scander flag anomaly. Not rash. Something viral? Kirvol's spines locked. Tessa already moved. On it. Bridge tested anew. Tessa dashed into human quarters. Milo fuzz in crib. Red patch on belly. Not rash. Beta bloom station strain. Harmless to juveniles, but human skin untested. Kirbol trailed. Scanner linked. Isolate. No. Tessa street onesie. Inspector. Fabric barrier weak. Ear. Fingers flew. Reinforced seam with spare thread. Patch it live. Nim hovered. Copied. Held. Milo. Steady. Kirbol analyze patch. Viral load dropped 60%. Pajama with filter particulates. Unintended bonus. Manufacturing update. Kirbol Cometfab. Viral filter with. Priority. Hacks. Backed. Details. Human ingenuity. Kirbol watch Tessa soothe Milo. Lullaby low. Nim echoed. Virus receded. Solve score now. Director paused. Full production. Wart. Consultant the status. Tessa smiled. Humble. Dim effort. Kirbol nodded. Humans normalized miracles. Station thrived. Nim yawned in 1C. Milo synced. Blankets piled. Juveniles piled on. Multispecies nest. But Hack's final ping. Liaison off station. Human vessel inbound. Ward family. Brep protocols. Kirbol's lenses weird. Bridge expanded. Clothing led to clans. Tessa overheard. More onesies. Green wide. Scramble. Evolved. Deeper scans later revealed truth. Human baby clothes? Not biomust. Cultural. Cradle. Prevented chafing. Aided sleep. Fostered touch. Nimis form raid. Poor mimicry love. Kirbol documented. Smoker. Species breach. Yet Milo's eyes met his. Grip firm. Human infant new. Station hummed. Pijamas everywhere. Worlds clothed. Incoming vassal loomed. New humans. Unclad protocols. Kirbol prep stacks. Tessa engineer. Nim laid charge. Harmony held. For now. But vessel scan pinged anomaly. Not family. Diplomat. Demanding nursery access. Hacks spines spiked. No incidents. Kirbol moved. Pijamas ready. Breach awaited test. Word count Co-13 not included in output. Kirbol clutched the stack of fresh printed pajamas as the nursery doors hissed open. The diplomat's shuttle had docked 30 seconds ago. Racks, spines, rattled behind. Liaison. Escort priority. No delays. Kirbol nodded, lenses locking on the airlock glow. Tessa Ward trailed. Milo strapped to her chest in a prototype onesie. Nim bounced ahead, clutching a tiny replica outfit. 4 new friends. The young station native chirped. The airlock cycled. Ambassador Lirva stepped out, frills flared in full diplomatic array. Her aides scanned the nursery, vibrant weaves on every juvenile rack. Director Hacks, I require immediate nursery protocols. My crèche delegation observes human integration. Full transparency. Hacks claws clicked. Ambassador, protocols active. Observe. A gesture to Kirbol demonstrates. Kirbol extended the stack. Interspace sleepwear system. Human-derived. Filters particulates. Estabilices thermals. Adapts to non-human joints. Lira's frills twitched. Sleepwear? Not biological imperative. Her aide pinged the scanner. Viral traces minimal. Juveniles nested peacefully. Nim curled with Milo under layered blankets. Tessa shifted Milo higher. Not imperative. Cultural. Keeps him cozy. She grinned. Want a demo? Lyra paused. Procede. But document variances. Kirbol led them to the fabrication alcove. Tessa activated her tablet. Started this last cycle. Drafted patterns from Milo's old set. Lines flickered. Simple torso. Snaps at limbs. Converted to station files. Babber reads them now. She slotted the tablet. The machine hummed. Fabric spooled. Local cell fiber. Soft as mist. Tougher than hull weave. strap cotton for this. No allergies. Added breakaway seams. Tessa pinched a sample seam. He parted clean. Reformed with a tug. For claws, frills, whatever. No pinches. Nin tug liras aide. Try. Milo likes. The aide recoiled. Hack spines spiked again. Ambassador. Tessit. Lira cotton. Science demands. Kirbol sees the go. Prove adaptability. He handed Tessa Milo's current onesie. Life fitting. Measure as we go. Tessa unstrapped Milo, the infant coat, legs kicking air. She slid the new weave over his head. Snug torso, loose limbs. Snaps clicked. There. Perfect. D-Kier bowl, deployed sensors. Probes dotted stress points, shoulders, knees, spine. Initiative drift. Head cranked. The alcove's thermal field dropped to 18C, then spiked to 32C. Milo wriggled. Sensores beep steady, no drift. Fabric wicked moisture, seems held zero strain. Kirbol's lenses were data. The thermal stable. Particulates filtered 78%. Human normalcy extraordinary. Tessa bounced Milo. Just Bahamas dog, his sleeps better bundled. Nin snatch had child size set. Me too! She yanked it on over her foam pads. Frills poked through vents. She spun. No ribs. Lira leaned in. Replicate for my crutch. Fridge joints bind standard wraps. Tessa's eyes lit. Easy tweak. Fingers flew on the tablet. New pattern cued. Faber spat. 2 more. Fresh slits. Reinforced. Conflict brewed. Hacks. Pinget urgente. Station Fabers. Overload. Proyectory viral weave. Clashing with diplomat batch. Kirball checked comms. Quest hammed. Juveniles wine from outer base. Unsuited for chill shift. Director. Dibert power? No. Lawsuits if crutch chills. Brack's voice cracked. Tessa overheard. Behold. She patched her tablet to the main fab console. Breathe. Milo's pattern scales. Beetle weave. Bisline. Frill mods. Overlay. Lines merged. Favors purred back online. Stacks pile. Bahamas in third blue. Frill green. Kirball marbled. Woman treated textiles like hull plating. Emergency engineering. Zero fuss. Kit test, Tessa said. She bundled the full set. Onesie, pants, cap. Dareja, lab, to break it. Pull, glow, freeze it. Kirball, accepted. Probes ready. Hate jank seams intact. Gloud bends, self-heal. Thermal plunge. No breach. Indestructible. Jet breathable. Nin peeled on Milo. Both yawned sank. Lira's 8 fitted a juvenile 8 kit. The young frilling settled. Frills relaxed. Harax exhale. Production full. Ambassador. Satisfied? Lira's frills smooth. Impressed. Woman warped. Normalized creases into system. She signaled her creech lead. Other protocols. Station-wide. Credit collaboration. Kirball documented furiously. Tessa's calm hex turned cute sleepwear into safety net. Nin copied. Station adapted. Milo's grip found Kirball's prop, firm trusting, but Lyra's scannering pen deeper. Anomaly. Human vessel inbound. Cargo manifest. Textile precursors. Ward clan inbound. Tessa froze mid-snap. My folks, with supplies, hack spines, quivered. Unbetted glance. Nursery lockdown. Kirball gripped the kit tighter. Bridge tested the new. More humans. More miraculous. Tessa laughed soft. They brought yarn.
Blah.
She cued bolt patterns. Fabers groaned under load. Neem cheered. More nests. Lyra watched. Frills curious. Kirball nodded. Small care scaled. Bahamas bridge. But clan cargo scans. Spiked. Fab alloys unknown. Kirivol moved to intercept. Tessa engineered ahead. Below a slap sound. Station ham hotter. Oncoming freighter. Lumped. Protocols. Bent. Earlier, in the Alco frenzy, Tessa had drafted those patterns raw. Kirvol recalled her focus. Tablet sketching Milo's curves. Alien joints overlaid. Cell fiber bonds 40% to human weave, she'd muttered. Breakaways at 2 kiloprown. Files uploaded seamless. No errors. Live fitting replayed in his logs. Milo stamp held +0. To say Kirvol's own limbs etched to test. Human ingenuity backed replication. Now, as alarms trilled for the freight to dock, Kirvol distributed kits to outer bays. Juveniles hushed whines, bundling tight. Nin led a pack, handing minis to free lings. Tessa waved from FAB controls, escaling for clans. Breakaway upgrades for tails. Lyra joined her. Teach my engineers. Team thing. Tessa slid a tablet over. Start here. Brax hovered, spine is half down. No incidents? Kirball affirmed. None, project at home. ILAC cycled. Ward elders emerged, arms full crates, grins wide. Here jaw need threats. Nilo woke, reached. Nim mirrored. Multispecies pile grew. Kirball's lenses capture it. Human compassion-clothed worlds. Viral lodes, Seroith. Thermal sing, bridge held firm. But Elder Ward unpacked anomaly. Spinning wheels, manual loams, favors glitch. We got backups. Station fab car flickered, overload warning. Racks yelped. Tessa dubbing, hybrid mow. Loams feed fevers. Crats opened, fever spilled, aliens gaped. B-M-E-E. Extraordinary. Kirball tested a wheel-spun threat tougher than cell. Human baseline exceeds. Clans wove. Nim spun first thread. Lyra's great Q. Harmony spun faster. Pijamas everywhere. No unclad protocols needed. Yet Freighter's final crate pinged. Genetic sampler for Milo's kin match, Elder said. Babies incoming. Hack spines locked. More juveniles. Brief. Kirvo. Pet extra stacks. Tessa umid lullabies. Bridge expanded, clothed, cared, unbreakable. Racks spines locked rigid. Outed now, every crutch justifies infant coverings or faces sanctions. Kirvol's lenses whirred, focusing on the director's display. Station protocols scrolled, thermal scans, juvenile vitals, cross-species norms. Pajama distribution topped the list. Kirbo's own locks flagged green. Zero incidents. Thermals stabilize across clans. Delegates crammed the chamber. Lyra's fridge pulls orange. Agitation. Clan heads from outer base leaned in, tails twitching. Humans clad their spawn. One hissed. Ours go bare. Explain.
Irval stepped forward.
Datapads ready. Pajama protocol stems from human baseline. Observer. He projected Milo scans. Pre-clothing, skin temp fluctuated 2.3 degrees. Post-Pajama. Locked steady. Thermoregulation failure risks neural shutdown. Humans require full coverage. Juveniles mimic. Nim's vitals mirror Milos. Elevated comfort metrics. Murmurs rippled. Avexari delegates bends flared. Necessity. Our young shed heat bends naturally. Yours implied defect. Curveball adjusted lenses. Facts only. Not defect. Species. Variance. Human data shows unclad exposure drops resilience 14% Bahamas buffer. Destation-wide adoption prevents cross-contagion. Raxi spines quivered. Implication clear. Other methods suboptimal. Neglect flagged. Kir vol paused. Translation glitch. Is report said. Optimal for humans. Auto-subbacalized. Essential. Universal. Lenses replayed. Yes, bad bars. Clarify. Human specific. Adaptable. Too late. Chamber erupted. Neglector broods. Lyra's frill spiked crimson. Share the method or ban it. Frax banged his podium. Confront the humans. Demanding compliance. Data. No lawsuits. No incidents. Kirball trailed the mob. Lenses captured chaos. Delegates stormed human quarters. Nin darted ahead. Bahamas askew, clutching a mini-loom. Tessa. They gel. Tessa Ward emerged from FAB controls. Sleeves rolled, fiber dust on her cheeks. Milo gurgled in a sling across her chest. Tiny fists waving. She wiped hands on pants. What's the rumble? Bexari lead thrust forward. Your covering's medical mandate. Prove it or retract. Tessa blinked, glanced at Kirval. He sniggled. Translation error. She nodded once. Practical. Always. Medical? Nah. Tessa's long Milo. Set him on a playmat. Peeled back his pajama footy. See? Dusty, but not life or death. Kept him cozy, like a hug. Lyra pushed in. Cozy? Scans show gains. Share formula. Tessa grinned. Amber, direct. Formulas easy. Fab patterns here. She tapped her tablet. Scale for tails, frails, vents. Free kits. Doors open. Mob froze. Free. Kirbor's lenses zoomed. Delegates exchange vents. Nim tucked Tessa's leg. Me help? Tessa ruffled Nim's crest. You bet, kiddo. Spinning duty. Frax arrived, spines half down. These resolves, Tessa waved them in. Nurseries that way. Lum set up. Elders brought extras, spinning wheels, fibers, hybrid with your fabbers. No glitches. Delegates filed past. One Bexery kit whined, bare-scaled. Tessa knelt, measured with a glance. Tail slot here. Cheaper there. Try on Pio. Kierball documented furs, vexari, juvenile, bundled, vitals pinged, temp steady, efficiency confirmed. But Lyra lingered, free deemed to blue curiosity. Why free? Trade leverage? Tessa shrugged, threading a loom for Nim. Wheel spun smooth, fiber drafting even. Kids are kids. Station's home now. No one's left, Chili. Nim jank thread. Too fast. Snapped. Tessa laughed. Easy, champ. Rhythm. She demoed. Foot paddle slow, hands twist. Mean, cop it. Perfectable. Keyroll tested the yarn. Tensile strength beat cell fiber 8%. Human baseline. Manual craft. Extraordinary. Hax hovered at the door. Audit holes? No claims? A delegate called back. Clav my broth. Shooing no one. Bob thin to teams. Free leans. Cute for fittings. Tessa's scale patterns live. Faber, ham, cutters, word. Clan batch. Double ply for moles. Chi for moles. Pad. Overheated. Data flooded. Adoption rate 92%. The cross-clan mixes. No rejections. Nin led a Bexari kit in circles. Both Bahama-clad, giggling in stereo. Then alarms trilled. Not freighter. Genetic sampler in the elder crate. Active. Rack spines locked again. What pinks? Tessa glanced. Keen match for Milo. Scans. Incoming babies. Elder ward poked. Yup. Human, young, en route. Briefed. Cracks yelped. Briefed. Mother humans? Caribou prep stacks. Patterns ready. Tessa ummed a tune. Milo going along. Nim spun faster, but simpler beat match. Not just humans. Station native profiles synced. Hybrid queries. Lyra's frail flared. Cross species? Pijamas for mixies? Tessa paused wheel. Eyes lit. Scable. Let's engineer it. Kievol's lenses captured the pivot. One error, bridge to alliance. Humans adapted. Station followed. Delegates reconvened in nursery. Backspaced. Audit expands. Justify all juvenile protocols. Give, ball, projected, updated, scans. Bahama, baseline yields, 17% resilience boost across variants. Human method integrates. Bekshari leaves snorted bands. Boost, probe, on hours. Done. Gearball, flicked to lift feeds. Outer base juveniles bundled. Winds down 40%. Play metrics up, Lyra. Crossed arms. You imply neglect. Retract. Gearball tilted head. Data misparse. Human car elevate so. Observe Tessa. Tessa demoed on a freeling, soft weave, bent slits. Kit purse. Parents nodded. Anged thawed. One delegate grabbed a kit. Fab this. Tessa slid blueprints. Tweak for your shed cycle. They stormed the human door anyway. Curiosity masked as fury. Tessa met them barehanded. Bruise on. Patterns first. Bends. Cycled hot. Mandate urban. Dither. Door. Swung wide. Kits here. Lums there. Big sizes. Nim zip between legs. Minis in claws. For you. Racks deflated. Free dispersal policy. Family policy, Tessa said. Milo reached for a tail. Delegate el him grab. Softened. Kirvol logoed. Confrontation diffused. Human compassion. Contagious. Sampler pink. Louder. Matches locked. 3 human infants. 2 hybrids. Human alien markers. Drag throws.
Hybrids?
Protocolette. Tessa scoop Milo. Clothing scales. Care doesn't. Nin tugged Hax's spine. Spin with us? Director spin is dropped. Touched wheel. Pedal turned clumsy. Kerbals final scan. Thermals synced station-wide. Bridge unbreakable. But sampler spat. Printout. First hybrid due tomorrow. Bahama prototype needed. Now. Tessa cracked knuckles. Challenge accepted. Kerbal followed her to Fabcore. Lens is weird. Human creativity spun ahead. Hax slammed his audit tablet. Spines rattled like dry leaves. Compliance audit launches immediately. Justify every infant covering or sanctions cascade. Kerbal stood in the chamber's glare. Lenses cycled through delegates' faces. Lyra's frill edging crimson. Bexar events hissing steam. His own datapads hummed with pajama metrics. Milo's steady thermals. Neem's mimicked calm. Ascend. Hrax barked. Kerbal activated the holo. Milo's prepahama scan glowed. Skin fluctuations wild. Post. Ironclad stability. Human juveniles require it. Expulsion risks cascade failure. Station adoption prevents gaps. Require. A clan. Heads tail lashed. Our young thrive bare. You call that neglect? Kerbval's translator glitched mid-log. Optimal human protocol vocalized. Universal necessity. Chamber ignited. Neglect accusations. To the humans, Hax spines spiked. Containing net. No incidents. Kerbval jogged behind the surge. Quarters ahead. Nim burst out first. Tessa! Fight? Tessa Ward blocked the door, low in fever dangling from fingers. Milo nestled snug in his bundle. Fight? Over jammies, Bexar elite shoved forward. Jormanded prov or ban. Tessa arched brow. Caught Kerbval's signal. Glitch confirmed. She stepped aside. Not Mandite. Cozy up kit. 1-1. Silence crashed. Free! She added. Bexar elite's band sputtered. De. Free. 4. Coverings. Tessa grinned. Scissors, snipping fresh fabric. Demo the first. Watch Milo. Kerbval's lenses zoomed on the human infant. Milo gurgled paws-kicking air inside his pajama bundle. No distress signals. Thermals flatline stable. Kerbval logged it. Human juvenile thrives enclosed. Delegates clustered closer. Tails twitching. Tessa draped a scrap over her shoulder. Basket, soft weave, snaps here, elastic there. Blocks drafts, weaks moisture. You're young? We adapt. She yanked a spool from her pack. Station Fabcore hummed nearby, her pop-up sewing line already whirring. Volunteers trickled in. Lyra's frilled eyes, Bexari techs with steam-gripped claws. Tessa cracked her knuckles. Lean up. First shift. Cut and fold. Kerbval stepped forward, his data pads linked to hers. Scans flooded his display. Neem's torso flares, Bexari bend placements, Lyra fray gaps. Modifications required. Async. Tessa nodded, threading needles at light speed. You spec anatomy, I engineer fits. Team? Team. Kerbval divided the room. Group Alpha, Lyra juveniles. Frit bends, demand mesh in turrets. Beta, Bexari, steam-proof linings, his paths projected blueprints. Tyler's grab stations, scissors flashed. Snaps clicked into place. Nin darted between legs, alien toddlers trailing her. Game time. Tagged the tailor. She scooped a wriggling, frilled infant. Whole steel, get cozy prize. The toddler froze, frill quivering. Nin snapped a prototype over it. Perfect seal. No squirms. Injury locks pinned. Kerbval's implant. Nursery falls down 23% already. There's a high five Nim. Kid genius. Keeps them steady. Delegates murmured. Bexari lead tested a kit on his own Hades pouch young. Steam hissed harmless. Contained. This works. Kerbval's lenses cycled. Human adaptability rewrote protocols. Iliog. Test engineers cruises into surplus. Station output. 47 kits. Director Hax burst through the hatch. Spines. Rigid. Status. Audi delegates inbound. Injury cascade. Kerbval synced his pads. Olo bloomed. Pricked nursery chaos. Steamed hides. Bosket. Ceros. A crossboard. Rates plummeted. Kits. Prevent. Rax's spines eased a fraction. Data holds. No reversals. Real-time drop, 40% in first cycle. Kirvol gestured to the line. Tessa sipped a bundle for a Bexari infant. Itkoed been puffing happily. Nim led a conga of covered toddlers past racks. Look, boss! No bumps. Racks, scanned the parade. East audit tablet beep approval. Distribute, station-wide, emergency protocol. Cheers, erupted. Tylers, pump, fists. Tessa wiped swat, grinning at Kirball. Told ya? Cozy fixes everything.
Pirval's translator hummed.
It watched Milo yawn in his nest. Human normalcy sparked this. One bundle breached the gap. But his pads pinged again, deeper scans. Milo's skin secreted oil's pus covering. Enhanced bonding, forward to Tessa. Anomaly, human variant? She peeked. Baby lotion rub. Eeps, them silky. She squeezed the tube. David means kit. Try it, means skilled. Alien kits mop for turns. Line triplet speed. Hacks cleared bands. Full rollout. Credit humans. No, joined. Log it. Kerval nodded. Joined. Human compassion scaled station protocols. Hours blurred. Kits piled in crates. Volunteers rotated. Tessa drilling efficiency hacks. Fold here, snap there. 2 minutes flat. Gear Bowl oversaw mods. Lyra frills got glow threads for night visibility. Bexari lines repelled their own steam. One tailor fumbled a frill seam. Gear Bowl adjusted. Englet 12 degrees. Matches flare curve. Tyler saluted. Xenobiologist, precision, saves thread. Nims game evolved. Cozy tack, runner freezes, tailor dresses. Toddlers lined up giggling. No pins, no pricks. Injury log. 0 incidents. A clang head from the chamber arrived. Ouch, young, dangling bear. Mine too. Tessa measured mid-tag. Kid snapped on. John nestled in. Hrax monitor from the hatch. His spines lay flat, rare calm. Audit incoming. Pred demo. Kirvol activated Allo station. Tessa cradled Milo. Center stage. Nim flanked with her squad of bundled aliens. Showtime. Delegates filed in. Lyra, Rep, Frill, Freret, Crimson. Proof of neglect prevention. Tessa bounced Milo. Before, wild temps. Olo showed fluctuations. After, cozy lock. After, cozy bliss. Nim took the Bexari kit forward. Play safe now. No sleeps. Benz hissed approval. Clan heads tested kits on site. Snaps clicked. Silence turned to bus. Hack stepped up. Station adopts human protocol. Adapted. Vida. Crisis contained. Applause. Reported. But Kirvol's lenses caught a glitch. One delegate's tail lashed Sato. Human dominance? No. Kirball log counter. Nin mimic Milo's yawns. Toddler's copy bundle curls. Tessa caught his gaze. More fabric? Fab core stocked? Kirball checked. Surplus. Signal volunteers. Liner ignited. Post-audit. Rax pulled Kirball aside. Metrics hold tomorrow. Project 90% compliance. Kirboll's pads weird. Oman element accelerates. Cracks grunted. Watch the child. Nim copies too fast. Kirvol glanced. Nim rocked the frill toddler, humming Milo's tune. Human habit spread viral. Tessa packed her loom. Night shift ready? Volunteers sure as yes. Chief fist bumped. Kirball. Team epic. Worm hit his corbens. Alien emotion. Ilok. Human care forces bombs. Down cycle broke. Kits blanketed nurseries. Scans beamed station-wide. Injury nadir. Youth play surged. Bundled. Bold. Nim tugged Kirvol's limb. Your kid next? He chuckled, Ben's puffing. Adult mods pending. But Milo steered in Tessa's arms. Gurgled at the chaos. Station's tiniest engineer smiled. Rax calm buzzed. Alien squatty. Neighbor station wants kids. Skyle? Pureball synced with Tessa. She cracked knuckles. Challenge accepted. Lenses weird. Human creativity spun outward. Crisis bridge. Now galaxy's cold. Tessa slung her back. Prototype fleet. Let's fab. Nim cheered. Toddlers echoed. Lena roared back to life. Kirball watched. One small axe snowballed. Humans didn't conquer. they clothe the stars. Ispatspinget final log, cultural mix-up resolved. Breach built with scissors and snaps. Gearball scanner word to life in the bustling family promenade. Boss, omit with activity. Kids scampered in flop-year pajamas, tails poking through snap slits. It looked the first anomaly. Adult Bolari now sported matching sets, lounging in the communal heat vents. Sample tissue, he signaled a volunteer parent. The Bolari handed over a rumpled sleeve. Gearball propped the fabric. Ternal retention, perfect. Friction, negligible. No shedding.
It pivoted to the next pod.
Human families mixed in seamlessly. Tessa's infant Milo crawled amid alien kits, all bundled identical. Spread rate? Kiri Ball queried his pad. Data spiked 87% compliance across age groups. Infants started it. Now juveniles mimicked. Adults followed. A-tailed the cluster toward the fab core. Nim led them, strutting in Milo's hand-me-downs. Blue stars printed on synthetic fur. Kier Vol's vents tightened. Bahama adoption leaped quadrants overnight. Station protocols trained. E pinget hacks. Survey interim. Textiles viral recommenda quarantine. Racks bossed back. Negative. Metrics gold. But document source. Ikir Ball fret on Tessa's workstation. She hunched over her loom, threading surplus fiber. Milo gnawed. Ete ter. Nearby, clad in fresh snaps, volunteers queued behind her. Aliens clutching measurements, Dr. Ward, Gearball announced. His pets clicked forward. Explain proliferation. Tessa glanced up, wiped her brow. Morning, Kier. Proliferation? Kids love cozy. Ward spreads. Thrust this scanner at the rack of prototypes. This exceeds biological norms. Bolari shed in heat. Your pijamas retain 40% more comfortness. Juveniles abandon traditional wraps. Adults file mod requests. Is this Dominus Vector? Human textile subverting station culture. Tessa paused her loom. She straightened, eyes crinkling. Dominance? Nah, it's just practice. She pulled the data sheet from her pack. Ear, full, design, license. Open source. No royalties, no strings. Tweak for your vents, tails, whatever. Thop cars, print M station-wide. Key walls, lenses, dilated. Scan the chit. Blueprints unlocked. Stitch patterns. Snap alloys. Thermal weaves. Human engineering. Free. No conditions. You yield control? She shrugged, restarted the loom. Controls. Overrated. Comforts universal. Milo's proof. Look at him thrive. Milo gurgled, rolling toward Curvol's footpad. The xenobiologist scooped him up instinctively. Fabric raspeth soft against his scales. Warmth seeped in. Milo patted his lens, unfazed. Kirval handed Milo look. Human adaptability noted. It retreated, pads wearing. Data flooded. Tessa's gift accelerated adoption. No conquest. Pure yield. A large binget from admin decks. Harak summoned him mid-stride. Curval entered the director's core chamber. Racks loomed over holoscreens. Claws tapping. Bull. Harak's rumbled. Infant handbook obsolete. Bahama metrics eclipse all protocols. Injury logs 0. Play surges 200%. Aliens scouts inbound. Kerbal sink his pad. Compliance 92%. Tessa license size free. Racks bench whoosh it. Credit risk. Humans claim innovation monopoly. Negative. Irbol projected the chit. Shared IP. Propose rewrite. Comfort protocol. Multispacious attribution. Harax Condit. Klaus. Steeled. Bold. Credit Bolari Fabers. Human engineer. Names Juvenile Council. Ekit comments. Screens flickered. Old handbook archived. New protocol beamed. Comfort protocol. B. Gerald collective station effort. Bahama standard for recycles. Mods encouraged. Distribute, racks ordered. No lawsuits, no incidents. Dear balls, core-bented relief. Affirmative. Breach protocol, engage. Bots lit up with pings. Families cheered. Kirvol monitored from the promenade. Nim burst from a side hatch. Milo strapped her back in a custom sling, matching pajamas, stars on Neem's set, moons on Milo's. Walkies, Neem declared. She grabbed Kirvol's limb. Promenade de parade, he resisted. Hobby night protocol rollout active. Observe decorum.
Neem tugged harder.
Milo clapped. Station eyes turned. A Bolari family paused. Neem's kid matches human? Join. Neem beamed. The parent signaled kin. More clustered. Tessa emerged. From Fabcore, Paxlang. Pareth, count us in. Kirbol's scanner overloaded. Signov kiosks, blared, mixed family club, first wave open, Bahama uniform standard. Pods emptied into the promenade. Aliens in snaps, humans in teens. Kids tumbled together. Neem led the chant. Cozy conquers. Herax comed in. Kloops approved. Scale to Alliance. Kirbol watched the wave crest. Tessa fist-bumped Neem. Milo waved at passers-by. No human fanfare. Just normalcy. Ispet pinget. Final survey. Fangshapa saturation. Humans oblivious to the revolution. One small act. Fabric and snaps remove the station. Galaxies queued next. But Neem yanked his pad. Your turn. Kier. Adult snaps. He chuckled, thence puffing steam. Volunteers warmed with meters. Resistance futile. Breach complete. Stars awaited tailoring. Kirbol stepped into line. Scanner holstered. For once, he observed by joining. Promenade thrummed. A Bolari kid hugged Milo's leg. Human compassion clothed them all. Neem high-five Tessa. Best team. Tessa grinned. Epic indeed. Rack's shadow loomed at the edge. Ecluded a discreet pajama sample. Benz relaxed. No incidents. Pure progress. Kirbo logged the peak. Human normalcy extraordinary. Bahamas unite. Query. Neighbor station sizes? Tessa overheard. Fab fleet ready. Let's scale. Alliance pinget inbound. Kier balls. Lenses weird focus. Creases breached. Now cosmic comfort spread. Neem dashed ahead with Milo. Parade swelled. First mix club overflowed sign-ups. Aliens marveled at the human oversight. They sparked it. Then shrugged. Curveball followed. Pads. Each for mods. Human care snowballed unchecked. A station thrive bundle bold. 1 week post rollout. Bahamas defined rest. Humans? They just smiled. Engineered on. But deep scans revealed more. Milo's routine synced alien cycles perfectly. Tessa's loom hummed alliance orders. Neem's council proposed glow snaps. Frax approved all. Protocol evolves. Kirbol vented pride. Cultural mix-up. Forget empire of fleas. Volunteers cheered as Tessa unpacked bulk fiber. Next batch, galaxy print. Lenses across decks zoomed. Human humility fueled it. Aliens adapted. Out. Promenade. Looped. Endless. Neem and Milo led. Bridge unbreakable. With threats and trust. Kirboskor warmed genuine. A gewit for his set. Fabric whispered promise. Stars dressed alike.